Welcome back everyone. At this stage, we will work on client search or filtering features. For now, my plan is to develop a very basic searching or filtering feature because it will be easier for you to understand. But I will also show the advanced level in another tutorial. The work we have completed so far is user registration, login logout, list view and its details showing, inserting new records, updating record and deleting records. So now we will add the search feature. So our target is to have a search box above this list view, where the user can type something and search. So let's get started. So since we will show the search box on the home page, we will show this search box below the buttons and above the list. So I'll take a P tag here and show our form inside it. Then inside the P tag, we will have a form tag for the search feature. Now inside the form tag, we will have a text input field where we will basically write something to search for. So type input type equals text. Write Q in the name property. Q here means query. You can write anything else here. Now we will take a placeholder property of this search box where we will write search by name or city. Now we need a search button. So let's add a search button so that the user can type a name or city in the input box and click on this search button. Although the same task can be accomplished without the search button, we will learn that in another tutorial. Now save the file and let's check it out. Great, our search box is showing. So here we will search by typing something in this search box and clicking the search button. So let's go back to the code editor. So now what we need to do is, after hitting the search button, we need to perform an action on the search text, and for this, as we all know, we need to write a function in the views file. I am maintaining some comments for this code block. Before writing the function, we need to declare a Django package named Q. This is a built-in package of Django. So type from django.db.models. Then import Q. Here the Q object in Django's ORM is used to create complex queries by combining different conditions using logical operators. It helps to build more sophisticated queries. Before writing the function, let's define a path for the search in the URLs file. I'll name it search_client. I usually try to keep the same name in the views file and for the name property as well. Now let's define a function called search_client as we have given the path name in the URLs file. And pass the request parameters as usual. Now we will declare a variable called query. And this variable will basically be assigned the text we type in our search box. Now we will pass Q as the key inside the get method and pass an empty parameter. Here basically the name equals Q that we gave in the search box on the home page is being mapped as the key. In fact, this empty parameter will be mapped to the text value that we will write in the search box to search. Now let's declare an empty array called results where our search query results will actually be stored as an array. Now let's use an if condition for the query, where we will put the data retrieved for client based on the search filter into the result array. Now if there is a query and there is some client data, we will store that client data in the result array. Now write object.filter. And call the Q object inside the parentheses. Now we will take the first name field defined in the model class. And paste it as a parameter to the Q object. Now write I contains with first name followed by __ and which will be assigned with the query value. The I contains lookup is case insensitive, so it will match any client's names that contain the keyword regardless of case. To combine multiple conditions, you can use the Q object using bar. Now since I will also search by city field, I will use iContents for city field as well. Now we will write the return render statement. And provide the request parameters as usual. Then, inside the quotation, we define a HTML page called search_client. Now we will pass the result array. And I will also pass the query variable along with it. Let's create the search_client.html page in the templates folder. To make our work easier, let's use some common code, which you all already know which code blocks we actually need. There's not much to explain about these, we covered these topics at the beginning of this tutorial series. We write a header for this page with the h1 tag here. Now we want to show what we type in the search box. So I'm writing search result for with an h tag inside a p tag. So I use a Django tag. And here I will print the query that I passed. Now we need to run a for loop and show the data list based on the search query. So we will run this loop inside the UL tag. I've already said that I'm not really focusing on design right now. So we'll do this loop on the results we pass in views file, which basically contains the filtered client list. We will show our client list inside the li tag. And in this case, I want to see the client's name and city. I am writing the sentence resident of to make it a little more meaningful. Then I am also showing the city value of that client. After the loop, intending should be maintained. Now we use another Django tag and write empty inside it. This is required if there is no data. So now I'm showing the no result found message here. Don't forget to close the loop. Now we have a small task left on our home page. The form tag we used for search here requires an action. Otherwise, how do we pass the user's search text to the search client function defined in the views file? So here inside the Django tag we need to give the action name defined in the URLs file. Here we gave search_client as the action name in the URLs file. So here we will give that action name. And the method will be get. Okay, save all files. Our search is complete for now. Now it's time to check. Reload the browser first. Now let's type something in the search box. And hit the search button. Oh, what happened? Yes, I figured out the problem. There seems to be a spelling problem with I contains as you see above. Let's fix it. You see, I made a spelling mistake here. This can happen sometimes. Okay, let's write the correct spelling. Save this file and check again. Just reload the browser. And here is the search result we can see. You see there are 3 records we found for the text tan. Let's check one more time. This time I am typing ROB, and then hit search. Now we get only one record for the text ROB. And here we see a client named Robin who is from Dhaka. Actually it's my nickname. Now let's search with the city name. In this case I am typing Dhaka. Now look, we have 2 client records. One client is named Robin and the other is named Tanvir Rahman. So we have also completed the search feature. Great. So that's it for today. So in the next tutorial we will export the client list as PDF and CSV file. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. Because more real-life project tutorials on machine learning, AI, deep learning, data analysis, and data engineering are coming very soon. Thank you for now, see you in our next tutorial.